All right, so I want to walk you through this one with a video because I want to make sure you really have this down. So this question gives us a polynomial, x to the fourth plus 4x cubed minus 3x squared minus 14x minus 8. And it says, it gives us that x plus 4 is a factor. So we know about this graph, right? Without using Desmos, without doing anything, that it's a fourth degree polynomial, so it has to be coming down this way, doing something here in the middle, and coming back up. That's its end behavior, right? That's a given we know from end behavior of x to the fourth with a positive value, right? The positive coefficient here. So now we also know that it says x plus 4 is a factor. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. It means it's crossing here. And even before we start, we could kind of imagine it could come down here and go through this point, right? And then it would have to come up and down and up again to go like that, right? So in this case, it's asking us how many unique factors. It could have 1, something, 2, 3, 4 unique factors. That could be a possibility. Or maybe it doesn't do that, right? I hate those little circles. Right, maybe it doesn't do that. Maybe it comes down, right, and touches it here so it bounces, right? That would be, this is why we have multiplicity of zeros. And then it comes up and it goes down, right? And it could have 1 unique 0, right? Just that one. Or it could come, say it comes down and bounces, comes up, comes down and bounces again. So it could have 2 unique zeros. So those are kind of our choices of what could happen. All right, well, how do we find it out exactly? You could graph it, right? You could graph and see how many places does it hit the axis. That would be one method, but let's, for the sake of practicing our division, I'm going to do synthetic division this time because in the last example I showed you how to do long division. So in synthetic division, the value that is your 0, right? This value here on the graph has to be the value outside. And then I have 1 for a coefficient here. I have 4 for a coefficient here. I have -3 for a coefficient here. I have -14 for a coefficient here. And I have -8 for a coefficient here. And the synthetic division process is bring down the first one and multiply. So -4 times 1 is -4. And now I'm going to add. So that's 0. -4 times 0 is 0. I'm going to add -3. -4 times -3 is +12. I'm going to add -2. -4 times -2 is 8. I'm going to add a 0. And this is what I was just chatting you about. You need 0 in this last place because this says it's a factor. It says it is a factor. Okay, so now what does this mean? Let's make sure we understand what this means. This means that x plus 4 times 1, right? Now I took out an x, so instead of being at the 4th power, I'm now going to be at the 3rd power. 1x cubed plus 0x squared minus 3x minus 2. All right, minus 2. And that this times this equals your original polynomial function. All right, now we're at x cubed. We still can't figure out what, right? We still can't factor this part. X cubed, this middle part I don't even really need to write. X cubed minus 3x squared minus 2 I can't factor. So again, and I'm going to stop here because I want you to try to finish this problem. I'm going to have to use division again. I'm going to have to put some other factor, and I suggest to run it on Desmos and see where is it crossing the graph, right? And if you only see it crossing at one point, then you know this is going to be another -4. If you don't see it, if you see it crossing at another point, then you're going to put that value there, and you're going to try to keep factoring down until you answer the question, how many unique zeros do you have?